the goals, the drive, and the determination. You too can be in session 6. This 624-page logbook helps you assess yourself in mental, technical, and physical confidence. The self-assessment section of my training log will allow you to track your confidence at the beginning and end of each training month. By assessing yourself at the beginning and end of each training month, you'll start to see a pattern in your training. Whether it goes up or goes down, you'll have the data to make qualified changes to your training plan.
You know, this gives you a way that you can actually measure how far you've come, and you can look at it and see the results, and you can know and be confident in those results. I took all the tests individually, and then there's actually a sheet here that you fill in all the tests and the scores for each of the categories. So I filled them in right after I took the 3rd test, just before the national tournament, and I actually kind of ran around my apartment like a little kid on Christmas when I saw the results, that everything had gone up significantly, and you know, as soon as I saw that, I knew right then that I was ready to go.
How'd the national tournament work out for you?
Worked out pretty well. I took 3rd place. First All-American ever for the school history.
As you take the self-assessment test each month, you'll be able to record all your information in mental, technical, and physical training skills. Once you determine your confidence in these areas, you'll be able to log that information in the front of the self-assessment test section. Once these are logged, you'll start to see a trend in your performance. If the trend goes up, you're doing something right. You have the data to back it up. If the trend starts to go down, again, you'll have data in order to make positive, constructive changes to your training. With my training log, you'll set long-term, medium-term, and short-term goals. One of the main parts to the championship training log is the ability to set goals, write those goals down, and then see the data that you put in to achieving each of those goals that you've set for yourself. One of my favorite quotes that starts the book off is from Lou Holtz, former football coach in Notre Dame and South Carolina. Can you imagine walking up to Sir Edmund Hillary, the first man to climb Mount Everest? As he comes down, "How did you get here?" you'd ask him. He'd say, "I don't know. I just went out for a walk, and lo and behold, here I am." That's not the way things happen. They don't just happen by themselves. If you want something to happen, you have to set a goal, set up a plan, work towards it, and expect good things to happen. The championship training log will help you do that. It will help you set and write down your goals. It will help you develop a training plan, and it will help you work towards that plan. Get the edge. Get the championship training log for wrestling. Valuable tool. The championship training log also includes monthly training summary sheets. In that monthly training summary sheet, similar to a calendar, you'll be able to log in each workout that you plan for the training week and the training month. Each training month, you'll be able to write down the dates of your competitions. As you see competitions coming closer, it'll be important that you start to bring your weight down before you get to that competition. We want to train healthy. We want to train smart. The championship training log helps you do that. The bulk of the training log are the daily training pages. The daily training page is going to allow you to write down workouts, morning, afternoon, evening workouts, any extra workouts that you might have. You'll also be able to track your weight in and out of each of those workouts, as well as set goals for your weight coming into the next workout. By mathematically calculating your calories in and calories out, you're going to be able to wisely track all your nutritional needs each and every training day. The daily training sheets also include hydration intake. It's important that you get a minimum of 64 ounces of water each day just to maintain your body's natural functions. Each additional ounce that you put into your body is going to help you train that much better. So by tracking your hydration, you'll be able to determine why you feel the way you do during certain workouts. At the bottom of each of the daily training pages, you'll be able to write in affirmation statements, positive thoughts to your training day. My goal for the training day may be to work on my single leg, and my affirmation statement would be something like, I am confident in my single leg. My single leg improves every day in every way. I take all my opponents down with my single leg takedown. Another key to the daily training pages is a section of 3 things I did better today. Each day you'll write down things that you did better during that training day that help you become more confident. We don't want any day to go by where we don't gain something in the sport of wrestling. If you can do one thing better every day, you're going to be a champion. Another great function of the training log is your season records and statistics tracker. You're going to be able to log and record all your points scored in first, second, third periods, your wins, losses, your falls for and against. You'll be able to summarize them at the bottom of every page. You'll be able to record up to 60 matches each season in the championship training log. At the end of the season, you'll be able to record all your statistics, send that information to college coaches so they'll see your strengths in order to help you get a better chance to be recruited to the school of your choice. Each year, wrestlers spend thousands of dollars going to wrestling camps and clinics across the nation. Unfortunately, we only remember a small percentage of what we learn at those camps and clinics. The Championship Training Log Technique Log allows you to write down the information you've learned at camps and clinics. You'll be able to write down the date, the name of the move, whether the move was top, bottom, or neutral, the name of the coach that showed you that move, as well as rate the move from poor to great. When you're looking to add new technique to your repertoire, you'll be able to say, this is a poor move, I don't think I'm going to focus on this one, or I thought this was a great move, this is something I wanted to build to my technique repertoire. This helps you save time and be more efficient in your training. As wrestlers, we're busy. We're training year-round, and we're doing a lot of work on and off the mats. So one area of the training log that's really important is your strength training log. You'll be able to record all your strength training workouts along with notes on the side. Perhaps you started off with a weight that was a little too high, or maybe a weight that wasn't heavy enough. You'll be able to record that information in the strength training log so that when you come into each additional workout, not only will you remember the weights, you'll also remember whether you should start off heavier or lighter the next time so you can be more efficient in your training. One of my favorite sections of the Championship Training Log are the opponent scouting sheets. Each logbook you'll be able to scout up to 60 opponents. And while you're scouting those opponents, you'll be able to determine whether they're a right leg lead or a left leg lead, whether they hit outside shots or a high crotch. As you begin to create this wealth of knowledge on the opponents that you either have wrestled or that you will wrestle in the future, you're going to be a leg up on the competition.
Hey, how worry about me.
The last section of the Championship Training Log is the contact section. As you're going to a camp or a clinic, you want to stay in touch with those coaches and those technicians that have showed you all these valuable moves. You'll be able to write down the names, phone numbers, email addresses, and addresses of coaches and wrestlers from your area and across the country. In any sport and in any career that you're in life, this is something that's going to help you to achieve what you want. You'll be able to determine what you're going to give up each day in order to make that sacrifice to be a champion. One of my favorite quotes is from the great basketball player Michael Jordan. I've always believed that if you put in the work, the results will come. I don't do things half-heartedly, because if I do, then I know I can expect half-hearted results. Don't let the game catch up to you. The Championship Training Log will give you the edge you need to stay ahead of the competition.